weekend game plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Good morning to Mark Lidbetter. Sports at thesuburban.com is his email address, as the Suburban is published Wednesday weekly. And, well, if I said Wednesday, that should imply that it is indeed weekly. He is the sports editor. Mark, let's jump right in. Anytime I see the word Oasis in a script, I think to myself, oh boy, I wish I was somewhere where it actually was an oasis. What are we talking about here?
Well, something very important, because tomorrow a group of 22 students from at-risk environments will meet the challenge of a lifetime at the Oasis Rock and Roll Marathon in Montreal. They're going to be cheered on by their mentors and trainers as they eagerly attack the course. And this has been made possible by the students in the running organization, who are hoping to see their 180th marathon runner cross the finish line after this group completes the challenge of 42.2 kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, with the help of committed mentors and trainers, the 22 students taking part can make a solid course change in the direction of their lives they have followed to this point. Youths enrolled in the Students in Running program are aged between 15 and 18 years. They attend Montreal area high schools or one of the youth centers. They come from the boroughs of Côte-des-Neiges, Hochelaga-Maisonneuve, Montreal North, and St. Henry. And these committed young men and women will aim for the finish line for their first marathon after taking part in 158 training sessions. Now, that was approximately 1,200 kilometers done over 124 hours of running, and that'd be like running from Montreal to Halifax, say. Now, above all, the program requires the students to maintain their academic commitment during the whole school year while they train for this event. And in order to reward the young runners and support them in their future development, students in the running are going to award a scholarship to each student who successfully completes the program. And the scholarships will be awarded at a gala event, which will take place in Montreal later this fall.
Very cool, very cool. All right, on to hockey here, Mark.
Yeah. There's a new game in town for hockey fans, as the Quebec Junior AAA Hockey League is now playing out of the Pierrefonds Sportsplex with the arrival of the Lac St. Louis Revolution. The organization is relocated from St. Lazare this season and rebranded to representing the region under the Lac St. Louis title. Fans can check out the Revs this afternoon, as GM and head coach Eric Labrasse's squad will look to build on their first win of the campaign, as they bested Côte du Sud Everest last night in Montmagny with a 5-3 road victory.
I think you made up that team, Mark. I've never heard of that before.
Oh, you got to see some of the names in the league. It's pretty cool. And helping the Rebs to the win was John Michael Di Gregorio, who had a 2-goal performance last night. Now, the Revolution will take on the Chambly Forts with a 4 p.m. puck drop on Rink 1 at the Sportsplex in Pierrefonds this afternoon.
All right, very cool. Elsewhere, let's get to some football.
Well, we got some different things going on here. It's a busy weekend on the first day of autumn. I mean, you've got all sports going on. You got baseball, soccer, football, and hockey. They're all on the go. And among the schedules are some great rivalry matchups. Today, you have the Alexander Park Hurricanes welcoming their longtime rivals, the Sunnybrook Chiefs, in Adam, and the Pee Wee Bombers for a 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. game at Alexander Park in Pierrefonds. Junior AA baseball moves on to the finals with the Lac St. Louis Tigers looking to even their championship series against the St. Eustache Patriots at 1-1. These guys are longtime rivals, and it's going to be held today at George Springate Park with a 7 p.m. game. And tomorrow, they're going to have one of the big rivalries of the Quebec Midget Football League at Jean-Mas Park with a 1 p.m. start, as the Sun Youth Hornets, who are currently 6-0, the Mustangs from North Shore are going to look to hopefully break that streak at the game, as the Mustangs stand 4-2 on the season. And kickoff, as I said, is set for 1 p.m.
All right, and finally.
Well, would you believe it? How about some speed skating? You've got the Canadian Short Track Speed Skating Championships are being hosted by the Patinage Vitesse International de Montréal Club. The event is taking place at the Venerable Maurice Richard Arena by the Olympic Stadium, and that got underway yesterday and runs through until Sunday. Now, today's action starts in about a half an hour with the warm-ups and includes heats in the 1,000 and 1,500-meter disciplines, while tomorrow we'll close out with more in the 1,000-meter and 500-meter distances for the male and female senior skaters from all across Canada.
Very cool, Mark. And again, sports@thesuburban.com if you want to get in touch with Mark or send him an item for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper as well. Mark, where are you going to be today?
Well, I'm going to actually be going to work on a couple of stories. I'll be checking out the baseball game later tonight, but I'm going out to meet some soccer players. We'll talk more about this, about a team that actually went over to Sweden, a girls' soccer team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from the Lakeshore organization, and the first team from North America that went over to this tournament over the course of the summer.
Very cool.
So we'll be having that in the future.
Looking forward to it, Mark. Thanks so much.
Have a great week, guys.
All right, there you go. That's Mark Lidbetter from the Suburban. Lid Lines, by the way, if you want to follow him on Twitter. Coming up to your Sports Center update, hour number 2. John Still with your Sports Center, and then it is Habs breakfast. How does Dan Robertson feel about the suspension handed down to the NHL to Max Domi? How's he feeling about the squad so far, and who's his breakout performer for this season? That is all next.